Are you thinking to start multiple projects at once? If you are, this video is for you. I have spent the last 26 days off work to pursue my passion projects before I turned 30. And I have done the multitasking. I've taken a few projects, a total of 5, that I've tried to launch at the same time. And I'm going to share my experience with you directly. Does it work? When you are in the exploratory discovery phase, this is a great approach. Yes, you want to understand what you want to focus on. But if you think you're going to be successful in moving all 5 projects forward at the same time, guess what? You're not going to be. I came in this month thinking that I'd be able to launch and successfully get at least 1 or 2 of the projects to a level that could hopefully someday help me quit my 9-to-5. And I was deeply disappointed because that did not happen. What I was able to do was kickstart all of these ideas and learn about them and explore them a little bit. But now, tomorrow, I'm going back to my 9-to-5. And I understand that juggling all 5 of these projects simultaneously is not going to work. When it comes to the actual execution portion of any project that you're working on, I highly recommend to focus on one thing at a time. Now, if you're like me and you're not going to listen to this advice, I will also give you some tips on how to be able to manage multiple things at once while not failing at all of them. So even if you're trying to take on multiple projects, and this is what I'm going to do starting tomorrow, even if you are taking on multiple projects, you need to focus on one main project at a time. Now, during my month off, I almost designated a week per project where that was the main focus and everything else got put back onto the back burner, and I just tried to stay consistent with it by doing little tasks here and there, but they weren't on the forefront, and I was able to deep dive a bit further into the main project that I was working on at the moment. So once again, I'm going to work tomorrow. So what the plan is going to be is I will be focusing on my main service-based project because that's the one that will give me the best opportunity to actually get income at the end. And the rest of them are being split into tasks. So one I'm focusing on, and I'm gonna go deep diving into it. It's going to always be on my mind. I'm going to be developing concepts for it. I'm going to be moving it forward. I'm going to be taking time consistently to work through it on all aspects. Everything else is now task-based. Now I have my hoodie business that I'm trying to launch. I have the social media that I'm trying to do. And instead of having goals of where I want to take it, it's going to be do a task, forget about it, it gets placed back on the shelf until you have time to do another task. So it's no longer working on a timeline and having a specific goal where you want to be in a certain place over a certain period of time. We're just taking on tasks that you can fit in, grab, take, do, execute, put back on the shelf. And that's what was recommended to me going forward. I'm going to be trying to implement this solution. I will let you guys know in my videos how effective that is or if I still burn out. But from what I understand and what I've learned so far from my experience is trying to maintain all projects actively the same will burn you out. It's completely not sustainable because what happens when you have multiple active projects, you have to, every switch takes up energy and you need to refocus and recalibrate. That is not an effective solution. It does not optimize your time. It does the exact opposite. You're wasting so much time when you have multiple projects of the same priority level running because each one of them requires energy and refocus to start once you switch from one to another. Now, if you are of slight ADHD like me and it sounds appealing, it's very easy to switch from one idea to the next. But when it comes to the execution of it, actually having to dive deep into it, realizing what those tasks are is a lot trickier and a lot more time consuming than you think in your head it is. So that would be my recommendation. If you really must go with the whole plan of doing multiple projects, have one main priority project, the other one, break it into tasks that you can pick up a task and go. So for example, for my hoodie business, I need to create a website. That's one task. So I pick up that task, I get it done in my free time, I put it back on the shelf, and I don't think about it after. Because if you are occupying your mind with all these different ideas and just switching back and forth, it's so much wasted effort and time. I hope this helps. I'm excited what's going to happen next. This is my last video of being off work. I even decided to put on some makeup for you guys today and actually look a little presentable and have a script of what I'm coming in to share. And going forward, I still will try and we'll see, maintain daily videos if I can, but at some point it will be reduced to only a few a week as you know the load and the amount of work for my day-to-day and errands starts piling up, because this social media, although is very important for me and I think is critical for any business owner, it is also not something that's going to get me out of my 9 to 5 tomorrow. So this will be on the lower priority list of items, but I appreciate everyone's input and staying with me, and because of that I will remain consistent and continue to post and continue to share my story, because I am turning 30. I have so many exciting projects that I do want to finish and I do want to bring them to that completion point, and I want to share with you guys my journey about what's working, what's not, especially now that I have taken this month off. I've explored all of the projects that I wanted to explore. I'm so internally grateful and happy that I had the opportunity to do this. And now it's time for me to realize how I can incorporate it into a normal schedule where you have a full-time job. And I hope that because I gave myself this opportunity to solely focus and be creative, that this is the momentum that I needed to stay consistent with these projects and slowly move them one at a time to completion. So stay with me with the journey, please, please, please. I will appreciate every comment as I always do. I'll try and respond to every comment if I can. And let's see what tomorrow brings. I'll give you guys an update.